Friends, today we will discuss a problem on Bayes' theorem. The question is, in answering a question on a multiple choice test, a student either knows the answer or guesses. Let 3 by 4 be the probability that he knows the answer and 1 by 4 be the probability that he guesses. Assuming that a student who guesses at the answer will be correct, the probability 1 by 4. What is the probability that the student knows the answer given that he answered it correctly? Now, coming to the question, see, he is attempting a multiple choice test. Or suppose, let us consider that the test we can call it as the sample space, right? In the sample space, that is what I can say the test. So, in the test, if you has to attempt, either any student has to know the answer or he will guess the answer. There will be two things here. Before attempting the answer, he has to know the answer or he has to guess the answer. Now, for suppose here two events in the test. That first one is he knows the answer. Even when he knows the answer, he can attempt, and when he guesses the answer, he can attempt. There will be two possibilities, right? Now, the main important thing is an event which is associated with both the events E1 and E2. What is that? After he knows the answer or he guessed the answer, he answered it correctly. That is what we can say that an event which is associated with both E1 and E2, we can say that A. So clearly here, what is E1? An event of he knows the answer. He knows the answer, right? Knows the answer. What about E2? Student guess the answer. So that here they are given clearly a probability of E1. Probability of student knows the answer is 3 by 4 and probability of student guess the answer is usually 1 by 4, right? Next, what they have given is, let's consider about A. What is that A here? He answered correctly. Answers correctly. That is what A. Now, let us consider P of A stroke E1 means what? So the meaning of this is the probability of he knows the answer and he answered correctly. Probability of he knows the answer, already happened event, he knows and he answered correctly. So if we know the answer, we answered it correctly, what will be the chances of that he knows the answer, he answered it correctly? Only one, because of if I know the option is 1 and the answer is correct, I will choose only that option only. I won't consider remaining options. Like for suppose in the exam there will be 4 options in multiple choice questions, either 1, 2, 3, 4. For suppose if I know that the second option is correct, then I have only one possibility to consider, that only 2. I know that 2 is the correct answer and I answered it correctly. Means what? I will select only 2. I won't consider 1, 3, 4 because of I know that 2 is the correct answer and I attempted only 2. If I want to guess, I don't know what is the correct answer. So there will be possibility, means I want to choose only one option out of 4 because of I don't know what is the answer, so that I need to guess the answer what is correct. So need to guess means out of 4 options I need to guess one option to be correct. So that is what when he guesses. When comes to he knows the answer and he has to attempt the only one option because of he knows that 2 is the correct answer and he attempted 2. So that is probability of he knows the answer and he attempted correctly, that is what? 1. Next, probability of A stroke E2, that is what? He guesses the answer and he attempted correctly. He guesses the answer and he attempted correctly. Means I already told you. So here we have 4 options. He has to guess one correct option out of 4, that is 1 by 4. Here in this question it is given. If it is not given also, that is the only condition we will get, that is 1 by 4. Because of 4 options, I need to guess 1. Here the very important thing is, here only one option is correct in MCQs. So out of 4 options, I know that option 2 is correct. I admitted 2 only. Right. Now, what's the question is, need to find the conditional probability for the probability that the student knows the answer given that he answered correctly. Means probability that student knows the answer, probability of E1 means he attempted correctly. That is the conditional probability need to find. That is what P of E1 stroke A. That is P of E1 into P of A stroke E1 divided by, here P of E1 into P of A stroke E1 plus P of E2 into P of A stroke E2. Right. So that P of E1 stroke A equal to, what is P of E1? 3 by 4. P of A stroke E1 is nothing but 1 divided by, so here it is 3 by 4 into 1 plus P of E2 is 1 by 4 into 1 by 4. Right. Now there is like 3 by 4. Now in the denominator, if I take 1 by 4 common, 3 plus 1 by 4. So that 1 by 4 gets cancelled. Now 3 divided by, so here 12 plus 1, 13 by 4. So that is 12 by 13. So probability of student knows the answer and he answered the correctly is 12 by 13. Thank you.